Okay.
Hello, everyone. This is John with JCX Fishing. Constance will be here momentarily. She's walking around, getting taking care of Xander and getting all straightened around. I'd like to welcome our esteemed guest. Rob Welsh. Please forgive him, guys. He does have a little bit of a southern accent. So
a little bit, just a little.
Little bit.
I love it.
Yeah. So, how's everything going there, sir?
Going pretty good. I'm out on the road for work this week, but I'm in West Tennessee working, so it's all good. So
Okay.
I'm ready to. I got some tournaments coming up, so I'm ready to get started and get back to it.
Nice. Yeah, we were talking a little bit before we went on live, and a little bit last week as well. You've been pretty lucky with your open draws lately, haven't you? Your BASS Opens.
Yeah, from day one. One of my good buddies, I know you know Mo Collins. He taught me into fishing at Toho last January 2020.
Yeah.
And so we get to the meeting. You know, they have the pre-tournament on the rules, and we're sitting there, and we start getting our pairings. And I look again. I look like 3 times. I said, "Mo, is this right?" And I showed it. And it was Gerald Swindle. I had Gerald Swindle day one.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and it's funny because Mo was like, "Man, I fished these 3 or 4 years. I've never got nobody that good." So it was kind of funny, you know. Maybe beginner's luck, but it was a great day for sure.
Yeah. So how was it? Did you enjoy the day or?
Oh yeah, it was great. I mean, I learned a lot from him, and it was funny. We went on this one grass patch first thing in the morning, not far from lunch, and I caught one little keeper, and he's like, "Well, you're not supposed to catch the first keeper." But he jokes around, but when he's fishing, he gets pretty quiet, pretty serious, and but man, just a great guy. I mean, I learned a lot from him. You know, we still joked around a little bit, and a couple funny stories is we went in this one canal, and I was flipping my spinnerbait under these trees. I got it wrapped around, and I was like, well, I didn't want to bother him. I said, I'll just pop it off. He never said a word. He spun her boat around and let me get it out of the bush, and there's a lot of guys in BFL won't let you do that. So
Right.
that's
Yeah.
pretty cool. And then on that same canal, my buddy, he's kind of from the city. There's this big bison, this big buffalo sitting in the water. The farmer had one, and he said he was about to pitch to it because it was turned around to him, backwards. And it said it moved and looked at him, and it about scared him. And he said, "What is that?" I said, "Man, it's a bison." And sure enough, come up, and he's just sitting there looking at us, just sitting there in the water, just looking at us. So last thing in the world you'd want to see at Toho Kissimmee, but it was good times.
Yeah, good.
Oh
Well,
my gosh, how cool.
I don't know. I've never fished that area, but I fished a small lake outside of Largo. My brother used to live down there, and I'm like, oh, look at that piece of grass or something, or a floating log. Well, that floating log turned out to be a gator.
Oh yeah. We didn't see it. We only saw one. The guy I was with, he was a guide down there. Day 2, I had Scott Patton, and he's a guide at Okeechobee, and he guides all year. And we heard him growling, like back in the background. You hear him growling. It's like our mating season or something. And same thing. I set this little log right there, and I had a punching weight. So I flipped my 1 ounce weight on, and I dropped it on his head. And he comes skidding across the water, like walking across the water. So I think I scared him as bad as it scared me. So it's pretty funny.
Yeah, I can imagine. Hey, Goose and Jeff, Rob, I know you can't see the comments, but Jeff and Goose say hi. I know you're familiar with them.
Hey, Goose, man, he's a great kid, man. I enjoy watching his podcast. He's getting better than me at it. I told his man Jeff he's got to start giving me lessons, man. He's gotten better than me real quick.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, better than me, not you. But
Heard that.
So what are you trying to say about me? All right. So do you want to ask him anything? Okay.
Keep going.
All right. I guess I'm doing a good enough job. She hasn't hit me yet.
That's good.
So everybody out there watching, this is Rob. Some people know him as Cajun Rob Fishing. His website, Cajun Rob. Yeah, CajunRobFishing.com.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a work in progress. I'm still learning, but I'm getting there.
Hey, at least you're in there, you know.
Yep.
Life is a work in
I
progress.
think my 11-year-old knows more about it than I do, so I kind of take lessons from him sometimes. I think.
Well, why don't you just commission him to do it?
I might have to.
Yeah. So was Gerald as fun on the boat as his videos, or?
Oh yeah. I mean, just great guy. I mean, we talked. I asked him some questions. I mean, I learned a lot. He just had it. Actually, he just had his Phoenix. He just got his Phoenix in his truck. They wasn't even wrapped. It was just plain black. So. But
yeah. He's incognito.
But one thing you do when you fish with guys on the opens, I mean, his first cast of the day and last cast of the day is just as accurate and strong, you know. And every time I go with these guys, I'm like, yeah, I got to work on my casting. So, it'll humble you a little bit. Say, I'm pretty good at caster, and you go with these guys for days. Like, nah, I'm pretty bad.
Well, like with everything, if your life depended on it, you'd figure it out relatively quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty quick. But it was a good day. I learned a lot, and if I had a young angler or somebody trying to get into the bass opens or fishing tournaments, I would highly suggest being like a bass marshal for the Bass Elites or the FLW. I guess it's Bass Pro Tour now, but it really gives you a behind the scenes, and you get a chance to learn a lot more because you're kind of sitting on the boat in the boat watching anglers, and you can talk to them. I mean, they talk back and forth with you. You can ask them questions; they don't mind. And but it's a neat experience. You get kind of a behind the scenes. Actually, I did one this year. I fished Douglas, and day 3 they had the top 10. You know, top 10 pros was fishing, and they didn't have co-anglers this year, but they had Marshall. So I volunteered to Marshall, and
nice.
Marshall for a guy that finished 5th, and man, I learned a lot from him. Man, he did some deep cranking stuff and some of the live scope. It was pretty eye-opening.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I might do that for Oneida.
Yeah, I'd highly suggest it, man. I mean, it's a good experience, and man, you learn a lot of stuff. Like I say, you just kick back and watch them all day. What they do, where they go, you can learn a lot more. I think being a marshal than a co, because you don't have to worry about landing fish and casting. So,
right,
I'd highly suggest it at least once or twice for anybody.
Yeah, I know. My first couple years fishing the opens. Well, my first year, I mean, I did a lot more watching than casting.
Yeah, I did too.
But like you said, you learn just paying attention to where they cast was really good for me.
Yeah, and just the speed. I mean, they're just like boom, 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 boom. I mean, it's just amazing. I mean, they're fast and accurate. I mean, not only accurate, but just fast, especially if they're pitching. I mean, it's just like, wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, because I can't remember his name. It was back in 2015. And we were fishing Douglas Lake, and we went up in the river, and he was fishing, flipping some of the willow trees up there.
Yep.
And he went through 4 Loomises by noon. He snapped them.
Yikes.
I'm looking at him, and I'm like, well, there's $300. There's $500. There's $300.
Yeah, quickly.
I'm like, well, let's see. He's probably got 15 grand wrapped up in this tournament so far, just in rods.
Yikes.
But, yeah, he'd break one, throw it down on a deck, pick another one up, throw it down. I'm like, man, he spent more. He was sponsored by him. But
good thing, my goodness.
But still, man, that's not a good showing for your product.
Yeah, definitely. And another thing, I mean, I fished a lot of BFLs and a lot of local team tournaments, but I know in the opens, like you notice, like from 10th to about 20, 30th, there's like an ounce between every place. I mean, it's tight.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just a few ounces. You can move up probably 10 spots. I mean, that's just amazing.
Yeah, and someone told me last year, and they said the key for a co-angler like you and I is getting a limit.
Yep, definitely. I mean, even a small limit. I mean, even if it gets to a small limit.
Yeah, because that really hurt me last year fishing the ABAs in New York. My lowest finish. Well, I shouldn't say my lowest finish, but when I weighed in fish, my lowest finish was 12th.
Yep.
But I had 2 tournaments where I didn't weigh a fish in. and that killed you in the points.
Yeah, I've been there, done that. Yeah.
But whatever. So, and then this year, who'd you fish with? Was Clay this year or last year?
It was October of last year. That was on Cherokee, and it was kind of neat because the most positive guy. And when we was out there, they had the remnants. I think it was Tropical Storm Zeta was coming through. So there's 3 foot, 4 foot rollers, and man, he just handled it like a pro. He was just like wasn't stressed, smiling, and one thing really impressed me. If he went in the cove and somebody's fishing, he's like, "Well, that's his cove. We'll go to the next one. It's just as good." So
yeah.
But I tried not to stare and just watch. He was like casting a square bill to lay downs, and I was like, man, he's casting better than I am. But I think the only thing I really had to do, he said, man, my shoulder's sore. You just pull my motor up. I said, hey man, just holler at me. I got you covered. But everything else, man, he took rods out of the rod locker, and just watch him tie a lure. It's just he'll stick it in his arm, and it's just it's amazing. Most positive guy on tour. It was a blessing that day just to be shared the water with him. And I run into him at the expo and talked to him a little bit, and we talked about stuff. And great guy, man. He's just positive as he can be. Great guy.
Yeah. For those who don't know, he's talking about Clay Dyer. He's a definite inspiration to anybody. You don't even have to be a fisherman. There's some people you talk to and you meet, and you're like, man, he's so positive.
Oh yeah, never gets negative. If he loses a fish or breaks something, he's just never negative. Always positive. He's just, and I know he does he goes a lot of churches and does speeches and the youth groups, and he's quite the inspiration.
Yes, he is. Guy. So was he? Do you know if he was born with no arms and legs, or okay, he was okay.
Yeah, he just got that partial right arm like to his elbow.
Yeah.
But man, he gets around. He does everything on his own. He don't ask no help or nothing. He's and then on his boat, he's got like a deck. Usually boats got that little dip. Well, he's got like a little platform, so he just kind of scoots around, and he's got a couple little custom controls. But man, he drives that boat, drives his truck like you would never know it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get to back the truck down, or did he have his wife do it, or?
No, I think he had an uncle or cousin with him, and he helped back it down, and he helped him to the boat. He kind of bear hugged him and put on the front of the boat, and he did everything else himself. So
yeah, that's just amazing,
Oh yeah, it was a great day. I was blessed that day. We didn't catch anything, but I still had a great day on the water. Learned a lot. Had a good day. We talked and laughed. So it was quite the day.
Yeah. I can't imagine it. There's some people that I'd like to fish with.
Yep.
Two of the guys that spoke about tonight, Swindle and Clay.
Yep.
Just from the same as you. You can learn so much from them, and the positivity that they both have.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And just watching them, even watching them on TV is incredible.
Yeah, now my Toho tournament in January, the guy had day 2. I was talking about Scott Patton. He's a guide, and he was driving back, and I didn't have no fish. It was 2:00, and he says, "Hey, there's a flat. We got enough time. Let's hit it, catch a fish." And I called 2 keepers just quick on the jerk bait, and I caught a big crappie. And but I got 2 to the stage. I say he was in 20-30 minutes away in. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. Some days that's a triumph. You get to the weigh-in stage. You struggled all day and zeroed, and you get to weigh-in stage. So it is a little bit of a little bit of a positive. So yeah,
it is, especially traveling that far.
Yeah, definitely. It's a great trip. It was a lot of good memories. And it's funny, I went the day before to practice. I didn't have nobody to practice with, and I said, "Well, I'll go." There's, Toho Marina's got that little marine shop and a bait shop and like a little grill. And I said, "Well, I'll run into somebody who needs a practice partner." So I ate breakfast, and I'm sitting there paying, and the guy in front of me had a Team Jesus shirt, and I was like, "I know that guy." And he was from Kentucky. He was from my wife's hometown, Hermello. And he's like, "You practicing?" I was like, "No." He said, "You want to practice?" I'm like, "Sure."
Yeah.
I mean, he had a brand new Ranger boat. He was easing around, but he was flipping the pitch. It's funny, and his wife, I think she's maybe 4'10", maybe 5'2", and he has this big 250 truck, and she backs in the boat, launches out, and she was glad I had somebody to practice with. She was worried about me, but just that little bitty woman backing that truck in, and it was kind of funny. But yeah, man, just it's one of those small world kind of things. I was like, man, that guy looks familiar. And he turned around and recognized him, and he was needing a practice partner. So it was a great weekend, man. I got to fish with 3 great guys for sure.
Good. Bob Haynes Boyd Haynes says, awesome, Paige and Rob.
Yeah, Boyd's my guy now. That guy is the king of Cherokee Lake. Don't let him fool you. He's a good local down there. He whacks them on Cherokee, and that's one of my tougher lakes. I like it, but I struggle, and he just whacks them all the time. So, hey, thanks, Boyd. You the hammer, brother.
Is Cherokee similar to Douglas?
It's a little different. It's got more smallmouth. Douglas has more largemouth. I mean, Douglas has a little bit of smallmouth, but the fishing is a little bit. I think Douglas fishes a little deeper. And Cherokee's just Cherokee's always tougher. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But
well, I weighed one fish in 2 days, so if it's any tougher, I'm going to avoid it.
Hey, I've zeroed there quite a few times, so don't feel bad.
Man.
I'm talking about Douglas.
Yeah. I had a pretty decent tournament on Douglas this year. I mean, I think I caught 3 the first day and then 2 the second. I just didn't get any. I caught a decent one second day, and it's one of those things that, man, I just made the right call. We come in this pocket, and there's shad everywhere. My boater was flipping and pitching. I had an old Bandit crankbait, shad color. I said, I'm going to give that a whirl. So about the 3rd cast, I caught like a 2.5. So, man, it's great when you get that's the only fish I caught on it. But, man, just having that fish, and it's like, man, I got part of the puzzle for at least 5 minutes together. So sometimes you're at the right place, right time.
Absolutely. So we have a question for you from Pam. She said, any advice for Toho?
Black Senko with a blue tail, Tokyo rig or Nico rig, but that and a swimming worm. That I caught almost all my fish actually on the old school long A's, the bomber long A, like old jerk bait. And I actually first of the year, you got about 2 foot of water above the grass, and I was using I think 17-pound line, so it wasn't going deep. It was just barely touching the grass. So I say majority of my fish on that, just jerking, but it was not going deep. It was right over the grass. It wasn't getting hung up. So I say early in the year, long A, and pretty much all the rest of the year, of course, Senko, black with a blue tail, that little bright blue tail, Tokyo rig or Nico. And it's a fun lake. I mean, for a co-angler like us, it's a dream lake because you can cast behind the boat. I mean, it's all the same grass and pretty much the same depth. So, I mean, you got a lot more fishing opportunities, I think, in a lake like that.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know. I kind of like where I'm at.
Yeah. After seeing this last elite tournament, I understand why. They was catching more in a day, and I catch all year pretty much. But
you're not kidding, man. Even me. But thanks for that. Bit of advice there, because
I got that long A trick actually from JT Kenny. I was watching one of his videos. He was talking about it, and I got a couple of them from eBay. I found some on eBay, and I was like, I'll give that a try, and that's what I caught my first fish on when I was at Gerald. So I give credit. Hey, thanks, JT. You the man, brother. So that's the first time I think I went the year before or 2 years before that on the guide trip was in the summer. So that's the first time I've been that time of year. But it was like 89 degrees there, and I think it was like 32 back home. So it was a good trip for the week.
Awesome, because Pam said that she is going there next weekend or next week. Sorry,
next week.
So
cool.
So Pam, you'll have to tell us how you made out with Rob's advice there.
Yeah, that Senko is pretty strong, and the swimming worms, little swimming worms, same color, is a kind of a year-round thing.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna You want to guess who's on for Martin's Custom Baits? Who do you think?
This one's Steven.
Who do you think it is? So it'd be Steven. That's John's guess. Oh.
Yep.
Says, hello, Rob, and good evening, John and Constance. So he just wanted to check in with us, say hi. Speaking of checking in, are you saying hi? No. Sandra's not going to say hi. No.
Hey, he's got some great baits. I did order from him, and man, he's got some quality stuff for sure.
Yeah. I'm glad that you like them because I absolutely love them. I mean, in the last 10 years, I've probably thrown a spinnerbait 50 casts.
Yep.
Until this year. Well, actually, last year.
On my nose.
Because I special ordered some from him. And
that spinnerbait's coming back on. A lot of times when my boater's throwing a chatterbait, I'll follow it with a spinnerbait, and I've had some pretty good luck doing that.
Good.
I got a Pringle.
Good follow.
It's Steve.
Yeah. And your boy, Russell James.
Russell James, thanks for joining us.
So, he's got, Steve says he's got stuff coming out. More stuff coming out.
Ooh. Did you see their new packaging too? Amazing.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's top-notch stuff. It was
looks so slick. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be checking it out, Steve. You got some good stuff, brother.
Yeah.
Me too. I need to check some of it out too.
I'll make sure I know where my credit card is at all times.
So what kind of cookies was that, Steve?
He likes dark chocolate chip ones. He likes them a little overbaked.
Yeah.
He's got it down.
Yeah. Every now and then I remember.
Yep.
Speaking of, so what is your favorite cookie?
Sugar cookie, I guess. That's my all-time favorite. Yeah, I like sugar cookies.
Oh, going old school. With or without buttercream frosting on it, though?
Just plain Jane. Old school, plain Jane.
That's what he likes, too.
Yep.
That's what he
Hard
likes.
to beat that.
You're right. But you know what? I don't, there's only one cookie that I don't eat that she makes, and that's peanut butter.
Or you did try it.
I did try, she had a new recipe, and I tried it, and it wasn't bad. But I'll tell you.
I don't even eat them.
When she bakes it, I don't want to be around. It's nasty smelling.
No, the other ones were bad.
Yeah.
They smell like burnt mustard for some reason. But these ones are like really sweet smelling. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Next year, fish the opens, and maybe we can partner up and share a spot, and you get some cookies.
That's like a plan to me. I'm down with that.
Oh, see, Jeff Henderson, he says with, so I'm assuming you meant with the buttercream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I just made some with I had to make a birthday cake, so I had leftover lemon buttercream. Oh, well, that's not the best, but
No.
Oh, sweet.
And I was piping flowers and stuff, but I had leftover flowers from the cake, but so I'll just throw that on there.
Yeah.
Just get rid of it.
And Jeff says thank you for the compliments.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff's a great guy. We talk quite a bit, so I keep up with him and Goose. Goose is a great kid, man. It's amazing. He's a great kid. I like keeping up with him and watching him do his podcast. But it's amazing. I mean, just from the first podcast he did one with Jay, and then stuff he does now. You see his confidence, and it's amazing. So keep it a good work, Goose. Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah.
And Steve also says thanks for the compliments on his baits.
Yep.
And what I should do is actually just make a photocopy of my credit card and send it to him.
And the date your money gets deposited.
Weekly replenishment. There you go.
There you go. Put me on a, what do they call that? Automatic order?
Yep, there you go.
An automatic shipment. As soon as something new comes out.
But yeah, I mean, he's sending some emojis that are laughing. But so what do you have going on? I mean, have you fished much this year? Got anything in the pipeline coming down, or?
Yeah, well, I fished quite a few BFLs. My team partner, I fished with my best friend, Steve Tipton. He's been kind of down. He's on the kidney transplant list, so I've not been able to fish some of the local team tournaments I usually do. But I've done a lot of BFLs in the mountain division and volunteer division. But actually, I'm going to Ohio River for the first time next month, August 7th. I think it's in Indiana, Rocky Point, and I may do a couple more. And then actually, I just signed up today for the Bass Pro Shops Open, that amateur team open. Me and my one of my friends, Nick from Ohio. So hopefully we get picked for that and fish O'Hickory. So that's a couple things here in the near future. Wow. Of course, I got some super tournaments in September. I think Watts Bar in Cumberland, which Cumberland, that's my lake there. That's my favorite. So
okay.
I may have something for them there.
Okay. Now you gonna be ledge fishing there? You think?
Well, that time they may be bait back in the creek, so maybe back in the creeks. But it's been a weird year. Everything's been off. Bait fawn's been off, and so you never know. It's been a weird year.
Might be time for underspin or a spinnerbait.
Yep, could be, or a buzz bait early in the morning. I mean, I like a topwater early in the morning. So
and Martin's has good buzz baits.
No, that's I'm gonna have to hit him up and order about 10, 15, 20 then.
All right.
I'm sure he's available.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
Hey everybody, David Haft, Michael Bell.
For me?
They just all popped in and saying hi to everybody. And
yeah, David and I fished a lot of BFLs together. He was kind of my wingman. So,
yeah.
Hey, what's up, David?
And
you eat that now.
Martin's Custom Baits
There's more on there.
Says, Rob, I'll hook you up.
Oh, he has already.
Oh,
he has already. But I'll be checking him out. I'll be checking him out.
Yeah. Did you know?
Yep, I do.
Not to turn this into him, but he has an app for your phone.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
Check that out.
I remember when I saw it, I was like, don't you install that?
Yeah, my wife might say the same thing. So,
well, just put it on her phone. That way you can blame it on her.
Yeah, I might be bad for my savings account.
Yeah.
What's that? You're a fisherman.
Gotta stash some overtime once in a while now. I gotta have some play money now.
There you go. So have you ever fished the Ohio River?
Never fished. I got two good friends. I said David and David Haft. My buddy Nick lives up that way. So, I've heard a lot of good things about it, a lot of bad. So, but I tend to do better on tough fisheries, so it may be up my alley. So I'm gonna give it a whirl.
Yeah.
Always up for the challenge.
Always.
Learn something. But I did go to the Bassmasters Classic Expo. Actually, I worked for Vector Hooks, and it was a good show. Like I said, I run into Gerald, I run into Clay, but actually, it's been 4 or 5 years ago. I think I run into Jimmy Houston at FLW Cup one time. It was early in the morning. Nobody was there. And I talked to him for like 40 minutes. And he said,
you eat them, honey.
Every Bassmaster class,
I don't want any more
FLW Cup,
That's it.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. It's a great show. It's a great show.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get there one of these days.
Quite show, man. Y'all come down to South Carolina next year. It'll be a great show. That's a great venue we're going to have it at.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll definitely be there. And it's funny, I flew to Fort Worth this year. My 11-year-old went with me, and it's first time flying. And when we took off, his eyes got real big. But once we got to altitude, he kind of fell asleep. So I told him, kind of gave him a warning. So, but it's a good trip. It was a good trip for both of us.
Good.
David. I slept through the Holiday Inn before fishing the Ohio River. Clever.
Bringing Rita in September to Dale.
Outstanding, David. I'll see you there, man. I'll definitely be there. Vector's having kind of a team tournament there in September. We're all going to have a get together, and a couple of our pros, Brock Mosley and Brad Watley. So we're going to have a big get together and barbecue, just have a good time in Fishdale Hollow. So looking forward to it.
Very cool.
You think Jeremy's going to go?
Oh yeah, Jeremy's. Well, we kind of got a side bet. He's got a big Vector flag, and me and my partner kind of told him that if we beat Jeremy and whoever he's fishing with, we get his flag. So we kind of got a side bet going, and we've done a little trash talking and a little, here and there, but all in good fun though.
That's what it's about,
Yeah.
I feel like he's gonna order some cookies then to try to beat him out.
He might. If I get an advantage, he'll do it now. I know Jeremy.
Yeah.
Either that or he'll try to save some from Oneida.
Yep, he'd do that now.
Those Dutch Cocoa will probably make it. Those are his.
When is that tournament?
Oneida, I think it's next month. Or no,
Yeah.
the Vector
No,
one.
Oneida's in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
September
Vector
on Dale Hollow.
It's gonna be like mid-September, I think.
Yeah.
But it'd be a good time of year. I love that time of year.
Yeah, the cookies might last that
No,
long,
I'd say not
But
that long.
Jeremy
they
would
won't.
eat them.
They won't last
Yeah,
that long.
Jeremy would eat them.
No, Jeremy won't have them that long.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. September 17th and 18th
Yeah.
for that tournament. David said.
Thanks,
Okay. Yep.
David. Right on it.
I'm glad somebody's keeping us online.
I
In
mean,
line.
Oh, David's got it now. He's got it all straight.
must have slept at Holiday Inn last night.
Yeah. Like Constance said, he probably slept at a Holiday Inn last night.
I think he does every night. He's pretty sharp cookie. Talking about cookies, he's pretty sharp cookie.
I love it.
Yeah. If you guys thought you were going to get into a real serious podcast,
This ain't the cast.
this ain't the one for you. Now, if I'm here by myself, you may get into a serious podcast, but she won't let me. She'll kick me, hit me, whatever,
Yep.
just to keep me in line and keep me being myself.
Yeah, very
So,
good.
yeah.
Oh, but last week I was talking about. Actually, when I'm in the area, if I'm traveling, I'll stop by some bait shops. Here's that. I got all my hooks on that little clip.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
even got my Boston business card, so I'll go in there, drop a pair of hooks off, and if I'm fishing with somebody that I know don't have a hook,
Look at them all official. Huh?
Yep.
Love it.
So trying to
That's
get the
smart.
word out, definitely.
Yeah.
There you
They are some good hooks,
Yep.
go.
except for that mayhem hook. I don't know. I'll have to check that one out.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. We got some more stuff coming down the pike, so
I'm sure.
yeah,
I'm sure.
yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah. But let's see. MC Norris, hey, how you doing, buddy?
Hey.
MC says hi.
MC's my guy now. MC, I don't think that guy ever sleeps either. I mean, between work.
I don't think so.
and
Yeah, I don't think he knows
for
what sleep
autism,
is.
He never stops, never sleeps. I don't think, but he's
Yeah, I think he sleeps in a tree before he cuts it down.
he might do that.
Yeah, but
We need to borrow some of his energy. I think so for sure.
Right? Can that stuff.
you
yeah.
think?
Yeah, definitely.
I definitely need some. I could take a nap taking a nap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm about that way now. Yeah, I'm about that way.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
but
Xandra licked all the salt off of my Pringle. She goes, you don't like the salt off for you. I was like, oh, no, I don't want it. She was like,
My little boy used to take the Pringles and make duck lips. That was his favorite thing to do.
yeah.
Well, now he's about tall as I am, so they grew up.
I think he might be a little taller than you, man.
He's getting there. He's he's just 11 and he's like up to my shoulder now. So,
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
Holy
We
cow.
can't keep him in shoes or clothes right now.
Oh yeah, I don't doubt it. Holy
Yeah.
Hey,
cow.
there's Mr. May.
There he is.
there
Yeah.
he is. Mhm.
Yeah, if y'all ain't
Cookie Monster.
checked out the Vector Mayhem flipping hook, y'all need to do it. It's the real deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna show me up at Oneida.
Oh yeah, he will.
Yeah. Hopefully they're not putting my bed though.
And he's actually one of the best guys for drop shotting. He's caught some big fish on the drop shot. I know in James River and even in Florida, he's caught some giants on the drop shot. So
Yeah.
don't
Well,
let him fool you. He's pretty versatile.
he's not gonna need the drop shot up at Oneida.
Yeah,
Be too busy eating cookies.
Yeah.
probably so.
Yeah. And MC says he thought about getting a hammock for his tree
I can see
climbing.
him doing that. I can see him doing that.
Right?
Yeah. Yep.
Him and that amazing beard of his.
Yep.
Oh.
So you said your website's not up to date, and as far as some of the stuff, but as far as your partners,
I was about
I'll
to ask that.
okay, go ahead. I'll let you ask it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
as far as I know Vector Hooks is one of your partners.
Yep.
No. Really?
Yeah, that was right out of my mind. All right.
Oh my God, Jeremy.
Jeremy says I'll bring my banana hammock.
Yeah,
Wrong
he probably
hammock there, buddy.
will. He probably will.
And there is no pool up there, by the way.
Pictures or it didn't happen.
But
For the pool.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah, the whirlpool maybe.
Yeah.
You want to go through and give us a couple of your partners?
Yeah, I've got a partner with FX Rods. I kind of switched over a year or two ago. They've been a great sponsor of mine, and I just joined the Cajun Lures this last year. Mr. Zach down there puts out some great lures. He basically started out of his garage, so great story. Of course, Vicious Fishing. I've been Vicious Fishing line for quite a while. That's the only line I ever used. So, Zico Shoes. I think that was my first sponsor ever. I think 4 years ago was Zico Shoes. So still use them.
How are the Zico shoes? I looked at them and
Yeah, you've been eyeing those for like years.
They are lightweight. I mean, I love them. I mean, I wear them doing yard work. I actually got my mom and dad a pair. So, but they're just good around the house, and I mean, they're good all around. But they're really lightweight, and like most shoes, when you fish and you'll get those feet all pruned up. But they drain through so quick, your feet don't prune up. I mean, they just drain through. They're made to, like the soles, there's 2 or 3 little slots, and and they got like a mesh in there, and boy, it just drains through there. The materials like a fast drying, and it really, I say I've wore them in downpours, fishing, and they dry out quick. Works well.
Are they nice and supportive though?
Yeah. I mean, they got a good. I said I'll wear them sometimes when I'm walking, and I'll just wear them. I'm out doing yard work or whatever. So they're really comfortable, and they wear well.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Jeremy says, I need a new pair of shoes. My kids keep getting new ones, and mine are all holy.
Join the club, brother. Join the club.
I'm gonna say that means you're a good dad. That's all.
Yep.
We're all in that boat. Let me tell you.
That should be good for fishing, right?
Just duct tape around them, man. You'll be all right. Just duct tape.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not the breathable then, but Yeah, because Xander just got a new pair of flip flops, and here I am walking around in my beat up sneakers. Like, whatever.
Hey, as long as the kids are taken care of, that's all that matters.
Yep.
In my book. So.
Yep. But a couple more of my sponsors. I got Crush Your Lures out of Alabama. They got some great jigs and spinner baits and jig heads. I've been with them a couple years now, so I got some great partners. I like the smaller companies. I said, Vector, I kind of started them as soon as they started out, so I've almost been with them at the beginning. It's just amazing to see how much has grown, and just makes you feel good. Your company just growing and changing, and keeps updating. So it's pretty neat.
Yeah, it is. And nice. I'm the same way. I have most of my partners are small companies as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And like with Martin's, he's one of my key partners. Like with him, if I text him and say or send him a picture, can you do this for me?
Yep.
He'll do what he can to do it. But you go to a big company, I keep using Strike King because they're one of the biggest companies out there.
Yeah.
Hey, can you make me this? Yeah, if you buy 10,000 of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well.
But that they build for the masses, and
yeah. Well, a lot of these bigger companies too has changed their production from China, so they've got you go in stores and they're out of stock because they're held up in shipping or So a lot of big companies, ship to production in China and there's nothing on the shelf for them. So I think it's really helped the little companies here last year or so. Seems like it's really helped them guys out.
Yeah, it has, and I'm thankful for that.
Yep.
Because I like seeing like with my paper I have, I cater to the small businesses.
I was gonna say we are small businesses, both of
Yeah,
us. So,
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I like supporting little mom and pop shops, little bait shops, because for a while, I thought they was gonna be out, but seems like with the COVID and all these shortages, they've kind of gotten local baits, and so they've seemed like it's helped them. That's one of the few businesses that's like helped them.
And sometimes you find unique things that you really can't find in the big box stores too. So yeah.
See, Mr. May's talking trash on me, but
Mr. Welsh is the man for show. But y'all ready to see him wear a dress?
Yeah, that's kind of
beat the bosses.
The loser has to wear a dress, be on the side of the road with a sign. But you see any worry on his face?
Nah.
Oh my gosh! Again, pictures where it didn't happen.
Oh yeah, that'd be pictures of video. Whoever has that happen.
Sure.
Yeah, the owners had that happen to him a couple times. He's lost bets and had to wear a dress and some other stuff. So yeah, it has happened already. So, but it's good times.
We've had another guy on here that had to wear a dress for because of a tournament. Justin Hausner had to.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So, we've had Jeremy on, and you.
Yep.
So I think our string is going to be pretty good here, right? One of the two of you are going to be wearing dresses.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of us is. I think Jeremy might have prettier legs, so it may be better if he wears a dress. I think. So.
Yeah. Can you eat cookies while you're can you eat cookies while you're wearing a dress?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
All right.
Didn't say you can't. So.
Yeah.
It may get me through the tough times wearing a dress. So.
Right. MC says, Rob, you should come out and set up a Vector Hooks booth July 31st and promote your company's partners.
Yeah, I was gonna come out 31st anyway and help you guys out hopefully. But I've never been in a catfish tournament. I've caught catfish when I was growing up in Mississippi and running trout lines. But yeah, MC, I plan on being there, brother. I'll be in touch with you. But I want to help you out any way I can, for sure.
So Jeremy just posted this gem. He says, "I'm ready. I shaved my legs."
What's the kids say? TMI. I might say TMI on that.
Yeah, TMI.
Well, it sounds to me like he's already trying to admit defeat.
That poor razor blade.
Hey, video it didn't happen.
Yep.
Well, I can assure you, my legs are still hairy and they ain't getting shaved, so I can assure you that much. So.
Oh my goodness.
Back to work, kids, David says.
Yeah.
He said he was on his lunch break when he was while I was watching. Have fun at work,
Have fun at work, David, and
David.
Don't be afraid to stop back in.
I am. Sure, your boss won't mind.
Yeah, especially for the Ohio River tournament. Get all the exciting.
David lives up here on the Ohio River, so he's fished that mud hole quite a bit. So
get all those exciting tournament tips from Ohio River.
Yeah. I'm gonna get all I got. So we'll see.
That's all you can do.
Yep.
Are you gonna fish any opens this year? Or?
There's one I think rescheduled from Lewis Smith. I don't know if they can still get in it or not. I think it's set for October 7 to 9. So I don't know if I can still get in it or not, but I might try to get into that one.
Okay.
Besides that, I got some BFL super tournaments and some BFLs on my fish, and that hopefully that Bass Pro Shop's open. So I still got quite a bit going on.
Good. There's still an open up on St. Lawrence River.
Yep. I saw that.
That's in September.
I got September already full.
Yeah, but nothing's gonna beat the St. Lawrence River in September.
Oh yeah, there ain't no doubt. But I can't wait. What the open schedule usually comes out like December, don't it? Into November.
Yeah. Who knows? Because last year was dictated by COVID, so
it didn't come out after Christmas. I don't think, did it?
Yeah.
That's hard to get your plans together. It comes out that late.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But,
David said he is the boss. So the boss won't mind.
Yeah.
Said I am the boss. Well, then keep watching. It's fine.
Jeremy, there is no waves in New York.
Besides those waves. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey David, my buddy David Half. Hey David, keep Nick busy. Nick works with him, so Make sure Nick stays awake, keeps busy here, David. That's all I'll say about that.
Yeah. And
oh my gosh.
yeah, you have to experience St. Lawrence River, definitely. Come on up. I mean, whenever you get a chance, you can always stay at my place. We could fish. I'm 10 minutes away from Cuba, 45 from Oneida.
Dang.
2.5 hours from Erie, 2.5 hours and from Thousand Islands, hour from Lake Ontario.
You're right in the middle of everything right there.
4 hours from Champlain.
Yeah, occasionally my company asks for volunteers for different parts of the country. So if something comes up your way, I'm definitely have to put in my volunteer to go up there and work for a little while.
I don't blame you, man.
Yep.
Jeremy says, "Guy's gonna eat some dinner. Godspeed, friends."
Oh.
Hey, see you, Jeremy. I'll be seeing you soon, brother.
Yeah.
Wait, what's for dinner?
Yeah, what's for dinner?
Yeah. Hungry.
He might have some Cajun food going on. He's from he lived down in the Bayou country for a while, so he might have some Cajun food cooking with him. You never know.
I have to
I haven't had any Cajun food.
I want to try gumbo.
Red beans and rice is my favorite. Red beans and rice and a little andouille sausage. That's my favorite. I got an old homemade recipe for that. So
yeah, send it over. We'll try it out.
Yeah. What do you think of that? David has an uncle that lives in Watertown.
Oh, yep. That's
which is right there for the St. Lawrence.
There you go.
Dang.
Yeah,
that's not too far away from us though either, right?
2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Huh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's a nice uncle to have, that part.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he also said he's hit some nasty 3 and 4 footers around the Thousand Islands. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And what people don't realize about the Thousand Islands, I'll give you a little hint, is you don't have to worry totally about the wind because you have the ocean liners going through as well. that you have to worry. Yeah. And you get the wind and the ocean liners going through. Waves can hit you like a square wave. And if you don't know what you're doing up there, that you can really be lost.
Oh yeah, get a rogue wave hit you the wrong way. Yeah, you'll be in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yikes.
All right. MC says, can you read that one?
Says, appreciate your support, Rob. You and John have helped the F4A, or Fishing for Autism, grow tremendously with your promoting our cause.
Hey,
Thank you.
We do what we can for you, brother.
That's it. We're all in this together.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
And Kevin Angela Nader King says, Cajun Rob, the man.
Oh, man.
Hey, what's up, Nate? That's my buddy Nate down there in Bama. Great guy. Great guy.
Nice. Good fisherman, too.
Yeah, I did wear my Fishing for Autism jersey, and I actually talked to one of the guys from Six Gill, and they have a autism reel that just come out. Just got the autism colors, and he's asked me some questions, so I thought that was pretty awesome of them to do that.
Yep.
That's very cool.
Yeah, it is.
What a great idea.
And MC has some rods out too.
Yep. I know. I saw them on his Facebook thing, like where the bottom just has like all these puzzle pieces.
Yes.
So cool looking.
Yeah.
It's very sharp, and just other side.
Yeah, we had a lot of positive feedback on the jerseys. We wore them. I think the first day we was there at the Bassmaster Expo in Texas, and had a lot of great feedback and questions and comments about them. But it's all positive. So
that's great.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, if somebody asks a question about it, that's a positive thing.
Yeah,
because you're spreading the word.
So that's raised awareness. Yep. That's part of it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep. I know a couple young men with autism, and they're great kids. So they've had an uphill battle, but it's amazing to see their progress. It's amazing.
Exactly, and I think you're starting to pay people, Rob.
Uh-oh.
Because Nate says, I've learned so much from Rob and still learning.
Hey, I pass everything I know, man. I don't keep no secrets or try not to. So if I learn something, I pass it on.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I mean, I try to keep my wife's baking a secret. That didn't work.
I heard that. That's too good to keep under wraps there.
That's right.
Right.
I was gonna say I usually share my recipes. If you want my recipe, I give it to you.
Yep, I'm the same way.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, anybody can make a cookie. It's not. That's all.
I don't know about baking. I can make some mean red beans and rice and some other Cajun dishes. I'm pretty good at that.
There we go. We'll just have to meet up and swap. That's all.
There you go. There you go.
Loving it.
And Mr. King says, I'm not saying if he's paying me.
No comment. No comment.
Oh, okay. So MC says, oh, you're clicking that. Okay.
Yeah.
Says, Mad Cats make a puzzle rod for autism awareness. They are one of our top sponsors. That's pretty cool.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah, those are awesome looking rods. I saw those. Those are.
Yeah, I just, like I said, I saw the one on the page, and I thought it was really neat looking. Yeah, I mean, even if people don't really know what that logo is for, obviously it'll get them talking and things like that, like you were saying, Rob. But it's very striking looking, anyways. You know,
Yeah,
so
definitely.
very eye catching. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see. My 11-year-old's got a birthday coming up. I think I see one of those rods in his future. I'm pretty sure.
I believe so. Yeah. Probably like that.
Yeah.
Obviously, I have to get him a real long one though, since he's so tall. Holy cow!
Yeah, he's gonna be taller than me probably by next year. The way it looks.
By the time he's 11.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Well, I'll have the basketball coaches knocking on my door. So
Yeah.
There you go. Nothing wrong with that.
that's
Yeah.
coming.
Nothing
I
wrong
know.
with that.
Xandra's so tall now. Like, we saw another 3-year-old, and Xandra's like a good 7 inches. She was like a good 7 inches above the other girl. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you right now, she doesn't get her height from me.
Well, my boy didn't get my height from me, but I'm about the same height I was in middle school. So he may peak early. I was a tall kid in middle school and ninth grade. I'm like, what happened? I went from being forward to point guard. I'm like, what happened? One
Right.
summer I passed up. So.
Yeah, I went from being a point guard to a taller point guard. No, from my 8th grade to my freshman year, I went from 4'9" to 5'6".
Dang.
Yeah, and I stopped.
And you're still 5'6".
I mean, I stopped.
Yep, that's me. I got to 9th grade and I just zoop. That was it.
Oh.
I got wider.
I think I got mono that summer too. I think that kind of stopped it too. I was
That's what it was.
sick as a dog the whole summer. That was the worst ever. That was bad.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm 5'7".
Yeah. Anyways.
Xander's gonna be like 6 foot.
Yeah. Well, your dad's a good sized guy, and Mark's a good sized guy.
Yeah.
My grandfather was 6'6".
Dang.
And my
dad's almost 6 foot.
My grandmother was 4'9".
Huh. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
And she ruled the roost.
Oh, yeah.
They usually do
funny,
those short ones, man. They're
Yeah,
spunky.
that's funny. My great grandfather had 14 kids. His wife died. He remarried and had 14 more. So he had 28 kids. That's why there's so many Smiths around. So
holy crap!
Dang!
Yeah,
Well, that explains it.
yeah, that's where you
My
see so much
coworker,
Smiths
her last name
around.
is Smith. Probably related.
He lived on a farm. Had to be a big farm to feed all them youngins for sure.
Had to, because they had to work.
Oh yeah, and it's funny. I think my great grandfather was like 5 or 6, and he had some older siblings in their 40s. It was pretty funny looking at the picture family photos. It's kind of neat.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
That's when you literally have to work for your food.
Oh yeah.
Well, we're not going to ask what his wife did for a living.
No.
Stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's how it was back then, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
That's true.
If you were a farmer, you had to have the help.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
they did. I mean,
Yeah.
That's how mom's was. She's the youngest of 9.
And that's,
Yeah.
Mennonites up here, Amish, same thing.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
You know?
Mhm.
yep.
But,
There's a lot of Amish in Kentucky. There's a lot of Amish like around the Barron River Lake area. It's
Oh,
funny.
really?
I think I fished a BFL one time, and I saw this Amish. Kid you not? There's an Amish cart with a John boat, and this horse, cart, and John boat went down the ramp straight as it could be. He launched it out, took his horse and tied it up to the thing, and took off with fishing. I don't know how he got the horse, the cart, and the boat all straight down the ramp. I still don't know how he did that.
Dang.
And
that's crazy.
And it can be difficult at times with a truck and a boat.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, there's a small, steep ramp. And I'm like, wow.
Impressive.
And it's funny that I saw a young teenager, and he had the straw hat and the black overalls, and he had the black Amish cart, and he had a bright neon green kayak on top. And he stopped it and got out and was paddling around.
Man.
Isn't that something? So Nate says, I challenge Rob to a one-on-one whenever we can get together. LOL. I'm always talking the game.
You got it, brother. Hey, we'll have a good time, man. That's for sure. Hopefully I get out your way soon. Yeah, my mom and dad still live in South Mississippi. I'm probably going to try to go down there later in the year when it cools off and it's not hotter than Hades down there.
Yeah. Right? Sheesh.
Yeah, it's
like
crazy.
hotter than Hades today up here. Holy cow.
Yeah, I was in
yesterday was worse.
I was in Memphis the last 2 days, and it was brutal.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Oh, my.
Well, that's the reason why not to live there, man.
Yeah. I don't know how I survived growing up there. I've lived in one boss says I showed him where I lived in South Mississippi, close to Louisiana line. He said, if you lived any further south, you'd have been a fish. I'm like, yeah, pretty much.
Probably right.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. But
yep. But I'm looking forward to next year for sure, man. I hope we can get together on some bass opens, man. It's fun. I said we got a group of guys this year on the BFLs. A bunch of my guys from Vector. We get together and rent a house, and man, it's just so much fun if you have all your buddies there and you're not in a hotel by yourself. It's if you're short on worms, one guy will hook you up, or you ran out of hooks. We all help each other out. So
now that would be embarrassing.
Yeah,
running out of hooks at a Vector tournament.
Probably because he handed them all out.
Yeah. I'll take a few out. Yeah, if I got a boater don't have a hook sponsor, I'll give him a pair of hooks. And actually, I had one of the guys I fished with. He bought a little tackle shop in Kentucky, and then out of the blue, he hit me up. Hey, I want to carry Vector hooks in my store. I'm like, got you covered. So
perfect.
Yeah, so
nice.
I'm on
it comes around. I mean, it might take a while, but it comes back around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you want me to try to get some get Jeremy's flipping hooks for him?
Yeah. You need he's got plenty of flipping hooks. He needs to give you a whole bunch.
Yeah, just so we can't use them, and I'll ship them to you.
Hey, there you go. I like that idea.
All right, so I'm gonna say thank you to everybody for coming on. And if you did think this was going to be a serious question and answer podcast,
you obviously don't watch our show.
You're mistaken.
They should know me on here. It ain't gonna be no serious stuff.
There you go, even better.
It'll be fun for sure.
Yeah, we're all about fun, and I'm rooming with Jeremy for the Oneida tournament.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we got I think 7 guys that we're sharing a room or a house. A house, not a room.
Yeah, that makes a lot of fun. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done that this year, and it does make a difference. It seems like it puts you more at ease, and it just seems like it's better. It just puts you in a better frame of mind, and that's a lot of it. So.
Well, but Jeremy will be there. I don't know about the frame of mind part.
Yeah, that's true. He might offset that a little bit, but.
Yeah, but that's all right. It's all about fun, right?
That's right.
You guys rented the house in Virginia. That was nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Definitely. But on a quick note too, I know a friend of mine, a friend of yours, Mr. Jay Angel. I know he had a surgery every day, and he's doing good. He's recovering. So everybody keep him in thought and prayers while he's recovering. But everything went well, what I heard, and he's recovering well. So sure did miss his podcast and him. I thought I was energetic and loved fishing, but man, he's something else, man. He's a great guy. I sure do miss him in his podcast, but he'll be back soon. I'm sure he's going to bounce back sooner than we think.
Oh yeah, definitely. I saw a picture of him today on Facebook, and he's doing well.
Oh,
I talked to him a couple days ago. He's excited.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's ready. I think he's just ready to get it over with, which I understand.
Oh, definitely. It's been going on too long.
Yeah, he was going crazy in that house and having to do paperwork and working from home and couldn't get out and get fishing. I know it was driving him nuts. So
I'm sure.
So I'm glad he's got a resolution and he's on the right track.
Yeah. So everybody keep Jay in your thoughts and prayers and
for speedy recovery.
For speedy recovery and his family as well. Because it's going to be a little bit of a road for him.
Yep. Yeah. But he like everything. Jay he conquers everything. So he'll get through it like he always does. I have no doubt about it.
Exactly. So with that being said, Rob, thank you very much for coming on. We'll have to do this again.
Yeah, definitely. I enjoyed it, guys.
Especially after the Ohio River. I want to hear about all those fish you're not going to catch.
Oh. Hopefully. I'll learn from it. I'll tell you what I learned. Maybe good, bad, and ugly, but I'll share what I found out or learned or didn't do well on. What worked and what didn't work. I'll learn something.
You can always get some dynamite. And
I've heard guys talking about that. So we'll see.
Work it like a top water.
Yep, there you go.
All right. Well, thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. Thanks, Rob, for coming on and talking to us, especially on such short notice.
Hey, no problem at all, man. I enjoy it, man. I catch y'all's podcast every chance I get. I like it. Learn stuff and laugh. So that's all.
Yeah, and that's what it's about, having fun. So
yep.
I'm gonna close this like we do every podcast. If you're gonna go out fishing, do your best, have fun, and always try to take kid fishing with you. And don't forget your safety stuff: sunglasses, life vest, kill switch. Make sure that's all hooked up.
And your sunscreen.
And the sunscreen, which Xander tells me all the time when you go out. Oh, gotta put sun stuff on. So
he knows.
Yes, she does. All right. Well, thank you very much, guys. Everybody, have a great night. Take care and see you on Monday.
Peace out.
Bye.